Start with the problem of just building the portfolio from scratch. So let's say you sell a business and you find yourself in the great position of having hundreds of millions of dollars. You set up a family office, you want to put 20% in PE. Let's say that's $90 million. Great. You identify 20 fantastic private equity funds, you allocate to them, you've done a great job. And in 7 years, you will have 20% of your money in PE, but you won't have 20% of your money in PE. Now you have 0% because they haven't called the capital yet, right? That money has not been put to work yet. So what's the solution? We argue liquid PE, which is what we create at PEO Partners. In other words, a product that performs like PE, but does so in a way that offers very frequent liquidity, right? So say, liquidity with 7 days notice, you can get your money out once a month. We have some products that have daily liquidity. So you can create with that ability to get PE-like returns, but with liquidity, look what you can do. When you start that family office portfolio, go ahead and allocate to 20 great private equity funds, but then also put money in liquid private equity. And then every time one of your private equity funds does a capital call, take the money out of liquid private equity, out of our product, if you go with us for liquid private equity, and put it into the traditional PE. And so on day one, you will have 20% of your money in private equity, or 15 or 12 or whatever the fraction you think is best. But let's just go with 20 as an example. You'll immediately have 20% in private equity, but it will all be in liquid private equity. And then every quarter that goes by, more of that money will shift out of liquid PE and into traditional PE. Now you might say, well, okay, but fine, what happens once you're all settled in and you've got all the money moved over? Well, the answer is it never quite gets to zero. I mean, it could, but it might not, because by the time all that capital is drawn, you're going to have received capital back, hopefully multiplied many times over by the great private equity firms you've invested in. And this is the